Light is Britain's far-right conspiracy theory paper spreading hate and vicious lies. No, that's what the BBC say. The Light is the only national newspaper bringing you the real news and informed opinion on what's really going on today. You can subscribe, order copies, submit articles, and read back issues on our website, thelightpaper.co.uk, and see for yourself why the establishment are so worried about the uncensored truth getting out to people every month. The Light Paper. Not far right, just right so far. thelightpaper.co.uk.
Scene script. Have you ever pondered the idea of financial independence and early retirement? The notion of not having to clock in at 9 or wrestle with the daily grind? Imagine a life where you're not shackled by financial obligations or a demanding job. It's not an impossible dream, but a reality for those who embrace the FIRE movement. That's financial independence, retire early. Consider the tale of Jane, a woman in her early 30s. Jane was an ordinary person living an ordinary life. She had a 9-to-5 job, a mortgage, car payments, and a lifestyle that was comfortable but hardly extravagant. And like most people, she dreamed of a life where she didn't have to worry about money. Jane decided to make a change. She began by cutting back on non-essential expenses, saving as much of her income as possible. She invested wisely, focusing on assets that generated passive income that didn't require her to trade time for money. Slowly but surely, Jane began to build her financial independence. She was still working, but she was no longer living paycheck to paycheck. She had a safety net, a cushion that gave her the freedom to make choices based on what she wanted, not what she needed. Fast forward 10 years, Jane, now in her early 40s, had achieved her goal. She was financially independent. She had enough passive income to cover her living expenses, and she no longer needed to work to survive. She was free to retire early, to spend her time as she pleased. Jane's story may seem extraordinary, but it's not unique. It's the story of anyone who has embraced the principles of the FIRE movement. It's a tale of discipline, of sacrifice, and of a relentless pursuit of financial independence. To summarize, the key points discussed today revolve around the idea of financial independence and early retirement. It requires discipline and sacrifice, cutting back on non-essential expenses and saving as much as possible. It involves investing wisely, focusing on assets that generate passive income. But most importantly, it requires a change in mindset. It's about seeing money not as a means to buy things, but as a tool to buy freedom. It's about understanding the true value of time and the freedom that comes with not having to trade it for money. This is the essence of the FIRE movement. It's not just about retiring early, it's about achieving financial independence, about gaining the freedom to live life on your own terms. Like Jane, you too can embrace the principles of the FIRE movement and embark on a journey towards financial independence and early retirement. After all, the only thing standing between you and your financial freedom is you.
Ever wondered how much you'd need to save to achieve financial independence? The answer lies within the mathematics of a concept known as FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. The most essential number in your journey to financial independence is calculated by multiplying your annual spend by 25. Notice the emphasis on annual spend, not annual income. This calculation is based on the principle that you need £300 invested for every pound you wish to spend each month in passive income. Hence, your FIRE number is also your monthly spend times 300. This mathematical principle is founded on the 4% safe withdrawal rate, as defined by financial advisor William Bengen. He proposed this rate after analyzing the S&P 500, which typically produces an average of better than 10% growth per year when studied over a period of approximately 30 years. Bengen considered factors such as inflation and market volatility. After studying previous market activity, he concluded that a 4% rate of withdrawal per year would provide for a 30-year sustainable portfolio in the vast majority of cases. So to paint a clearer picture, if your monthly spend is £1,000, then your target for financial independence is 300 times 1,000, or £300,000. Alternatively, if your annual spend is £12,000, your financial independence target is 25 times 12,000, which also equates to £300,000. The first step in planning your financial independence, therefore, lies in understanding your monthly and yearly expenditure. Without this knowledge, it is impossible to take further strides towards your financial freedom. In summary, the mathematics of FIRE revolves around the principle of multiplying your annual spend by 25 or your monthly spend by 300 based on the 4% safe withdrawal rate. Knowing your monthly and annual spend is crucial in determining the amount you need to save to achieve financial independence. Armed with this knowledge, you can then plan your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial independence is not a sprint, but a marathon. Embrace the mathematics of FIRE and take the first step towards your financial independence today.
Good morning guys, it's 7:59 on Monday the 2nd of February 2026, and that means we have completed 3 years and 44 weeks of what will be roughly an 8-year FIRE journey, or FIRE experiment if you prefer. Just a quick look at the position at close on Friday. The market was up 0.94%, so almost 1%. The price currently sitting at 95.86, but if we have a quick look at the shape of the tail end of the graph here, you'll see that there's been a little bit of a downturn recently, and quite frankly, having watched some of the news headlines over the past number of weeks, I believe that we are on the cusp of a potentially short-term crisis. I don't think the way things are going is going to be sustainable. Some businesses have already announced closures. Individuals appear to be struggling to make ends meet, and from my point of view, I think all the red warning lights are flashing, so to speak. But we will see whether that is borne out in the fullness of time. Market has just opened, and as you can see here, it is down 0.2% already. Before I look at notifications and so on, let me just run through the statistics for the portfolio. So currently the value is sitting at 30,800. That's dropped a couple of hundred just from market open. The return on investment is down slightly to 29%. The number of shares in the portfolio are 323. And the average purchase price is sitting at 73.76. So before we actually look at the notifications, let me just draw your attention to Monzo.
I want a bank that makes money easy.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
And you are?
We're a bank called Monzo.
Oh.
I want a bank that shows me what I spend instantly.
No problem, just give us a go. See?
Can you make splitting bills easy?
Super easy, check this out.
But it's a real faff to sign up.
It takes less than 10 minutes.
Race you.
You're on.
Can I talk to a real person 24/7?
Of course.
Even now?
Yep.
Even now?
Anytime.
Can you tell me when I'm running a little low on cash?
We certainly can.
Cool. Can I afford these?
You certainly can't, sorry. can't afford that either.
That's a real shame.
Not really. Time's up. How'd you get on?
It's a draw.
Can you help me save for my next holiday?
Oh, how about you set up a savings pot in the Monzo app called Barbados, baby?
Thanks for listening, Monzo.
We're all ears.
We can go now.
Rude. You make Monzo Monzo.
Okay, so as mentioned on screen there are affiliate links in the description, one for Monzo and another for Smarty Mobile, both companies that I make use of and I'm very pleased with. Now let's have a look at the notifications. Biggest stocks before earnings: Walt Disney, IDEX Laboratories, Tyson Foods, Aptiv and Revity. SanDisk surges 23% after crushing estimates and guiding higher on AI-driven demand. Adidas up 6% on record 24.8 billion revenue and a new share buyback announcement. And then you can see our previous purchase was 6 days ago, and at that time we bought into the market at 96.03. So the current price lower than that. No surprise there. Right, let's go ahead with this week's purchase. Regular viewers to the channel will know that each week I purchase £120 of the S&P 500. So this is the Vanguard version, if you like, of the S&P 500 exchange traded fund. And at the current market value, that's going to buy us roughly 1.26 shares. There are no limits or anything like that. This is just a market buy, sorry. And there's no commission. Let's send it through and see what we get. So yeah, 1.259 as kind of predicted. Purchase price 95.27. And if we look on the right here, we see, yep, the number of shares has increased. So the figures have updated. And that gives us a new portfolio value of 30,900. The return on investment unchanged at 29%, and 325 shares now in the portfolio. Average purchase price will be up slightly, now reading 73.84, and that, as I say, we're seeing what looks like a bit of a downturn. As to how deep it will go and how long it will last is anybody's guess, but as I say, I'm hearing concerning signals from a number of sectors, particularly the housing sector. There was a video recently from Damien Talks Money on YouTube, talking about house prices falling. That's never a good sign. And locally, I have seen a couple of warning signals in the business world. A couple of businesses shutting up shop, and yeah, as I say, I believe, as things stand, I think the market or the economy has been overcooked, and it is about to crash, basically. Now that's not something to be concerned about. It is part of the normal cycle. Most market crashes are recovered from within a couple of years on average, and generally what you find is that in a couple of years after the crash began, the market is back on track and reaching new highs. Let's just actually scroll down and see what the figures look like for the 52 rolling 52 weeks. So that's this one on the right hand side here. So as you can see, the price point is still towards the high end. The highest point achieved was 99.57. So it hadn't ever quite breached the £100 mark, although it wasn't far away. And the low point 70.73. In terms of annualized performance, and I think this relates to kind of, as you might say, a year ago on this date sort of thing. The market had produced 14.7% for 1 year ago. For 3 years it was 20%, and 5 years was almost 15%. So on the whole, not too bad. I'll not scroll any further than that for now. But yeah, I mean, the if we do see a crash, that is something that basically we can capitalize on. When the market falls, you're able to buy more shares for the same amount of money. So in fact, if you remain consistent and just continue to invest week after week, month after month, then you'll be buying more for the same amount of money. And actually, whenever the market recovers and continues on towards new highs, you'll find that you're well, basically you'll have achieved what's known as dollar cost averaging. So you should have a bit more in your portfolio than you would have had otherwise had the market continued on an upward trajectory. But yeah, as I say, that's how things look at present. And it'll be interesting to see what happens next. That's really all I have to say this week. I stream weekly, and normally towards the start of the week. I invest each week. The point being that consistency matters, and yeah, basically, if you're interested in following the journey, please subscribe to the channel. If you particularly like this episode, give it a thumbs up, and I'm always interested to read any comments, suggestions, or indeed constructive criticism. If there is any, feel free to share that. But other than that, thanks for watching, have a good week, and I'll be back next week with more.
Woke up one morning, saw the world in a new light. No more 9 to 5, I'm living my own fight. I got a plan that's simple, a number game to play. It's the freedom that I'm chasing, I'm walking away. Woke up one morning, saw the world in a new light. No more 9 to 5, I'm living my own fight. I got a plan that's simple, a number game to play. It's the freedom that I'm chasing, I'm walking away. They said it's impossible, just a dream so far, but I've learned to count the cost. Now I'm driving my own car. I don't need a mansion, don't need a fancy name. I've got peace of mind and I'm free from the daily grind shame. It's not magic, it's maths, it's a clear-cut path. Building wealth day by day, it's all about the craft. I've got my numbers straight, my future's looking bright. No more working for a paycheck, I'm free to take flight. It's not magic, it's maths, it's the way I live. Financial freedom's waiting, with all that I can give. I cut back on the clutter, I got my spending in check, investing in my future. No time for regret. The years go by faster, my money's working too. I got a plan that's steady and it's seeing me through. They said I couldn't do it, said it wouldn't last, but I'm retiring early, leaving all that stress in the past. I'm building my empire, brick by brick. The math's all adding up, and it's working real quick. It's not magic, it's math, it's a clear-cut path. Building wealth day by day, it's all about the craft. I've got my numbers straight, my future's looking bright. No more working for a paycheck, I'm free to take flight. It's not magic, it's math, it's the way I live. Financial freedom's waiting with all that I can give. It's the power of the numbers, that's where I stand. I'm taking control and I got the upper hand. No more chasing time, no more chasing fear. With the maths in my favor, my dream is crystal clear. It's not magic, it's math, it's a clear-cut path. Building wealth day by day, it's all about the craft. I've got my numbers straight, my future's looking bright. No more working for a paycheck, I'm free to take flight. It's not magic, it's math, it's the way I live. Financial freedom's waiting with all that I can give. So head to the future, here's to the plan. Financial freedom, it's all in my hand. It's not magic, it's maths, and it's mine to take. A life of freedom, no more decisions to make.